Hi, here's Jake and I again. What a time in our lives. We've got Iran, we got the Epstein file, we have a congressman from California being charged with sexual assault. In Canada today will be a couple of what they call by-elections, and the results could end up with our minority government becoming a majority government, as they're only one seat away from gaining that status. And in the States, Trump couldn't be any lower in the ratings than I think any president ever in the existence of the United States. The man has obviously lost a few marbles. In fact, I think he's lost the whole bag. And what does the Constitution say about that? I guess only the 25th Amendment. However, the cabinet is full of yes men, so that's not going to happen. So we're going to have to grin and bear it. I told my wife a year ago that I didn't think he would see the entire 4-year term. Now, I didn't think anybody was going to put him away. I just thought what's happening would happen, plus dementia and his own. You can't live forever on Big Macs. Well, the other thing we're talking about is our book, To See a Whale. Now, this takes place in Provincetown, Massachusetts, on board the boat called the Dolphin, actually the Dolphin 11. The Dolphin fleet consists of 3 boats that go out daily to Stillwagon Bend to watch the whales. It's quite an adventure. And we were very blessed to have an extremely talented illustrator to do the illustrations for our book. This is just one example of those illustrations. Beth is remarkable. So that's, I guess, what we call a potpourri of today. I got a lot of things to say about Epstein. Oh, yeah, and Mrs. Trump kind of threw a monkey wrench into the works, didn't she? Kind of interesting. We do live in interesting times, and I can have said that when I lived in the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, and every decade is very, very interesting. Next time we'll talk to you about the 90s. And we certainly would appreciate if you subscribe to our podcast if you find us at least a little bit interesting. But until then, Jake and I are off, and we'll say goodbye